Welcome to the 7th installment of Ask a Project Manager, where you get to hear the behind the scenes of project management. Now today, as every other episode, we talk about items that are important to your success, items that should be able to help you excel and be the project manager that others want on their teams. But today, I have a concern, and it's because of this concern. Our topic pertains to executive sponsors. Are they your friend or are they your foe? Now, I had a challenging day today. My executive sponsors, some did what they were supposed to do, others did not. But I have our handy dandy PMBOK, and we're going to talk about what they were supposed to be doing, and then we'll talk about what they did not do and what they need assistance with. And that will be my day tomorrow. So we're going to look at our handy dandy PMBOK, or our project management body of knowledge. And it says in our PMBOK, have it right here, that the project sponsor works with the project management team, typically assisting with matters such as project funding, clarifying scope, monitoring progress, and influencing others in effort to benefit the project. Now, that's what they're supposed to be doing. That's what the PMBOK says, okay? So as a project manager, your executive sponsor has no idea what they're supposed to be doing. You're hoping that you've acquired one that has been on other initiatives and you don't have to teach them as much. But I'm finding that although they may have been on other initiatives, the project manager may have to persuade or coax them into actually doing their role. That was my day today. Okay, so we have some project managers that have executive sponsors or project sponsors that are pretty hands-off. Others are very hands-on. Today I had somewhere in the middle. A particular initiative that I have has several project sponsors. Some participate in meetings, some do not. But their role is to be the champion. They are to encourage participation. If the project team falls off and you need their assistance, to encourage them to do what they need to do, share how important the initiative is, it's your executive sponsor that is to help with that. If you're having funding issues, which could definitely take place as you're dealing with the triple constraint, which you may have seen in my blog that we'll talk about later, but they are to help you. But friend or foe, what if they don't help you? What if you have an executive sponsor that is as hands-off as possible? You're lucky if they ever show up to any meetings. How do you manage that? What are you supposed to do? Is this where escalation comes into play? Do you escalate over your executive sponsor? Is that what should take place? Well, let me tell you what happened today. So I'm on a project where we have resources that are in need of coaxing. We need to make sure that we meet all of our deliverables. And if there are items that fall off or items where you think that they aren't going to meet them, and you don't have the participation that you need on your weekly project teams, you have to engage your project sponsors. And their role is to assist you in getting the participation that you need. I said this before. I'm rehashing it because that is not what occurred today. So if your project sponsors aren't on your weekly calls, I would highly recommend that you schedule separate executive sponsor meetings with them. You ask them exactly what it is that they need in order to be kept abreast of what's taking place on this project, but also, and very importantly, make sure that you set the stage of your expectations of them and how they need to meet those expectations and what the ramifications are if they do not. Have a level playing field. It's not one-sided. They can't only tell about you. You have to be able to tell about them if they're not doing their part. Okay. So if you need assistance and you have your executive sponsor meetings, make sure that you put a deck together or a PowerPoint presentation or some sort of a presentation that they can see basic bullets that will provide them with the update of your particular project. And also make sure that you put enough information in this presentation that they don't necessarily have to talk to you. If they receive this deck without having the opportunity to reach out and ask questions about it, they should still be able to determine what is taking place on your project, and most importantly, where you need their assistance. Make sure that you outline that. And then circle back with them on the assistance that you need. Make sure that they are engaged. And if they're not engaged, escalate. Because you will be judged by how well or how successful your project is. And your executive sponsor is to assist you in making sure that your project is successful. If they do not, it's important that everyone knows who needs to be focused in on and how, hopefully, in the beginning, you can encourage their behavior. Now today, I did have to do such a thing in the nth hour, and I'm happy to say that even though my project managers were not engaged in the beginning, because I did escalate and because I did get in contact with them, they knew the issues that I was experiencing, and they were able to engage and speak to those parties that were needed and make sure that we get the information that we need. Engage them, talk to them, and be as helpful and insightful as you can. Looking forward to episode 8. Have a good night.